Hey everyone, and welcome back to Speak English with Confidence. I'm Smith.
And I'm Enna. So glad you're here with us today.
Oh, absolutely. I think subtitles were basically my best friend back then. I had them turned on all the time. English subtitles, native language subtitles. I couldn't imagine watching without them. Can I ask you something? When you first started learning English, did you watch movies and TV shows with subtitles?
Same here. And I think most of our listeners can probably relate. But here's the thing. Today, we're going to talk about why subtitles might actually be slowing down your listening skills. And more importantly, what you should be doing instead.
That's right. This is a topic we feel really strongly about. And by the end of this episode, we hope you'll have a clear strategy for training your ears to understand English naturally, the way native speakers do.
So let's dive in.
Okay, Smith, let's start with the big question. What's actually wrong with using subtitles? A lot of learners think if I'm reading English subtitles, at least I'm learning English, right?
Right, and it sounds logical on the surface. But here's what's really happening in your brain when you watch with subtitles. Your brain is incredibly lazy. In a good way. It always takes the easiest path. And reading is much faster and easier for most learners than listening.
Exactly. So the moment subtitles appear on screen, your brain basically switches off the listening side and relies on reading. You end up watching a movie, but not really training your ears at all.
It's a bit like using a calculator every single time you do math. If you always have that shortcut available, you never actually build the mental muscles to do the calculation yourself.
I love that analogy. And there's something else. Movie and TV dialogue is full of things that subtitles just can't capture perfectly. Connected speech, reduced vowels, contractions, accents. Things like gonna, wanna, kinda, didya, watcha. Native speakers compress words together constantly, and your ears need to be trained to catch that. If you're always reading, you never build that skill.
So the first mindset shift is this. Subtitles are a translation tool, not a listening training tool. There is a difference.
Well said.
Now, we're not saying stop watching movies. Absolutely not. Movies and TV shows are some of the best resources for learning real, natural English.
Totally. Think about what you get from a good TV show. You get real conversational English, the kind of language people actually use every day, not textbook sentences. You get emotional context, which helps you remember vocabulary. You get culture, humor, idioms,
And repetition. If you're watching a series, characters use certain phrases over and over. You start to absorb them naturally.
Right. But here's the key difference. There's passive watching and active listening practice. Most people do passive watching. They sit back, follow the story, feel like they're learning, but they're not really pushing their listening comprehension at all.
Active listening practice is different. You're engaged, you're challenging yourself, you're noticing the language. And that's where the real improvement happens.
So the question is, how do we turn movie watching into genuine listening practice?
Great segue, Smith. Let's talk about exactly that.
All right, so here is a method that actually works. We call it the 3-pass method, and it works really well for learners at the intermediate level and above. Let's walk through it. Pass 1. Watch the scene or episode with no subtitles at all. Just listen. Don't panic if you don't understand everything. That's completely normal, and it's actually part of the process.
Your goal in Pass 1 is just to get the general idea. What is happening? What is the mood? Who is speaking to whom? You're training your ears to work hard and make guesses from context.
Pass 2. Now watch the same scene again, this time with English subtitles. Not your native language. English subtitles only. Now you're connecting what you heard to what the words actually look like.
Pass 2. Now watch the same scene again, this time with English subtitles. Not your native language. English subtitles only. Now you're connecting what you heard to what the words actually look like.
Exactly. And in Pass 2, pay close attention to any phrase or sentence that surprised you. Maybe you thought they said one thing, but the subtitle showed something completely different. Those are your gold mines.
Write them down. Say them out loud. Repeat the audio after the character. This is called shadowing, and it's one of the most effective techniques for improving both listening and speaking.
Pass 3. Watch the scene one more time, without subtitles again. This time, it should feel significantly easier. You'll recognize vocabulary you noticed in Pass 2, and you'll start to hear the connected speech more clearly. Over time, and we're talking weeks and months of consistent practice, not overnight. This trains your brain to process English audio in real time, which is exactly what fluency feels like. And here's something really important. Choose content you actually enjoy. This is non-negotiable. 100%. If you're watching something boring just because someone said it's good for English, you won't stick with it. Find a show or movie that genuinely interests you. Comedy, crime dramas, nature documentaries, cooking shows, anything.
Okay, let's talk about some extra tips and common mistakes to avoid. Tip number 1. Start with content that has clear, slower speech. American sitcoms, for example, tend to have pretty clear dialogue. Heavy accents or very fast speech, like some British crime dramas, can be really challenging at first. Tip number 2. Short clips beat long movies for practice. A 2 to 3 minute scene that you watch 3 or 4 times gives you more listening practice than watching an entire film once from start to finish.
Tip number 3. Use YouTube clips. So many scenes from popular movies and shows are available on YouTube legally. You can rewind easily, adjust the playback speed, and focus on just the parts you want to practice.
And here's a big mistake to avoid. Don't turn on native language subtitles. This one is a complete listening killer. The moment your native language appears on screen, your brain switches fully into reading translation mode, and you learn almost nothing about English listening. We can't stress this enough. Native language subtitles are fine if your goal is to enjoy a foreign film. But if your goal is to improve your English, they are doing you more harm than good. Another mistake, giving up too quickly. A lot of learners try watching without subtitles once, feel totally lost, and decide it's impossible. But that frustration you feel, that's your brain working. That discomfort means you're challenging yourself, and that's when growth happens. Think of it like going to the gym. If a workout feels too easy, you're probably not getting stronger. A little struggle is actually the signal that you're on the right path. All right, let's bring it all together. What are the key takeaways from today? Number 1, subtitles are a reading tool, not a listening training tool. Using them all the time is preventing your ears from developing. Number 2, use the 3-pass method. First watch, no subtitles. Second watch, English subtitles only. Third watch, no subtitles again. Focus on sentences that surprised you, shadow the audio, and note new phrases. Number 3, choose content you genuinely enjoy. Keep your sessions short and focused, and be patient with yourself. Real listening improvement takes time, but it absolutely happens if you stay consistent. And number 4, ditch the native language subtitles completely if improving your listening is your goal.
We'd love to hear from you. What's a show or movie you've been using to practice your English? Drop it in the comments. We might just feature it in a future episode.
And if you found today's episode helpful, please subscribe to Speak English with Confidence so you never miss a new lesson. We put out new content every week to help you go from hesitant to confident in English.
Thank you so much for listening, everyone. Keep practicing, keep pushing. You're doing better than you think.
Bye.